mọ́tò ti gbé dé àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ tá a lò tán yìí. Today is 24th of January 2026. Nísìnyí tó ń gbóná fẹlifẹli àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀sẹ̀ di òpin ọ̀sẹ̀. Lára àwọn nǹkan ẹ̀ní náà la máa gbé yẹ̀wò. Orúkọ mi ni 𝗵𝗽𝗍𝗏 ẹ wá nǹkan fìdílé kẹ́ ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ. A máa sọ lédè òǹkò a sì tán máa fi èbó díẹ̀díẹ̀ náà. Ó yá ẹ wá nǹkan fìdílé kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ àjọ máa lọ. Takẹ́lu agbami ètò ni. A máa sọ àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ ní òkè ògùn tiwa. A tún sọ àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ọ̀yọ́ state náà. A tún wo nǹkan míì náà tó tún ṣẹlẹ̀ ní national level. Ẹ jẹ́ á gbé láti rí àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní òkè ògùn ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tá a lò tán. Lẹ́ni sátidé yìí náà òun ni a rí pé akọ̀wé ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ṣakí West wọ́n yọ wọ́n lóyè bí ẹni yọ jìgá. Honourable Kọ́ládé Felix Ojo was sacked. He was the former secretary of Ṣakí West local government area in Ọ̀yọ́ state. Nǹkan tí àwọn yẹn wòye sí ni pé eléyìí ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí Honourable Kọ́ládé Felix tí wọ́n darapọ̀ mọ́ Alhaji Oríyọmí Hamzat níbi tí wọ́n ti lọ́ọ́ ṣe declaration pé àwọn náà fẹ́ contest fún ipò gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ o, ni wọ́n bá yọ wọ́n lóyè bí ẹni yọ jìgá. However, the chairman of the local government, Honourable Gbénga Akínọlá, said the decision was to reposition the local government. Alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ṣakí West wọ́n ní wọ́n ní pé ìpinnu tí wọ́n fi yọ wọ́n lóyè ni pé àwọn fi ń bó láti ṣe nílé ìbò báyìí láti sọ Yorùbá báyìí wọ́n láwọn fi ń reposition the cabinet in Ṣakí West ni. Ó yẹ já tẹ̀síwájú. Lára àwọn nǹkan tọ́tọ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ náà ni pé àwọn APC stakeholders òkè ògùn wọ́n debunk statement kan tí ó wà associated pẹ̀lú 𝗪𝗪𝗪. Nǹkan tí àwọn èèyàn ni wọ́n sọ ni pé òkè ògùn kò tí ì ráìpù láti lè pèsè gómìnà, ṣùgbọ́n Senator 𝗪𝗪𝗪 nǹkan tí wọ́n ní wọ́n sọ òun ni pé the people of òkè ògùn should be forthright and meticulous in their agitation for either the governorship or the senatorial slots in the forthcoming election. Mo wá lérò pé lẹ́yìn release yìí náà tán ni ẹgbẹ́ àjọṣepọ̀ fún ìtẹ̀síwájú gbogbo wa ní pé àwọn ò fi position kankan fi negotiate ara wọn o. Àwọn ò fi senatorial seat àwọn ò fi negotiate governorship position torí pé àwọn ti ní sùúrù fún táàmù mẹ́ta tó jẹ́ pé kì í ṣàrò òkè ògùn ló ṣe sẹ́nítọ̀. Táró òkè ògùn bá wá ṣe sẹ́nítọ̀ lọ́tẹ̀ yìí kò sí nǹkan tó burú ń bẹ o. Tókè ògùn bá pèsè sẹ́nítọ̀ àti gómìnà lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà papọ̀ kò sí nǹkan tó burú ń bẹ o. Summarily, the APC stakeholders debunked the statement that Senator Ose said Òkè Ògùn is not ripe to produce the governor. So summarily, this senator did not make this statement. But then moving ahead, Ẹgbẹ́ Àjọṣepọ̀ said, even as at that, Òkè Ògùn is not ready to use any position to negotiate the order. So that's it. All right, moving on. Ní Òkè Ògùn tiwa náà, there was an allegation made by Honourable 𝗵𝗽𝗪𝗪 representing Ṣakí West. The lawmaker representing Ṣakí West constituency, he made a public remark during a program in Ṣakí town accusing the leader of the Ọ̀yọ́ State House of Assembly, Honourable Ọ̀nàọlápọ̀ Ṣánjọ́ Adédoyin, who is representing Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ South. So he accused him of taking bribe to influence an investigation involving the Ṣakí West local government. So in response, the majority leader of the assembly, Honourable Ọ̀nàọlápọ̀ Ṣánjọ́ Adédoyin, who I have mentioned that he represents Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ South, strongly denied the allegation on the floor of the House. He calls this allegation wicked, baseless, and malicious, and insisting they were intended to damage his reputation and that of the Assembly leadership. He maintained that his actions were directed by proper assembly process and not influenced by bribery. So that's bullshit. Now moving on to the happening in Oyo State. Just last week, Laarin Ose náà ni civil society organization kan ọkọ̀ petition against the gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé. HEDA petitions EFCC over Governor Ṣèyí Mákindé 30 billion Bodija relief fund. 30 billion for the account, yo. 𝗪𝗁𝗍 and 𝗂𝗍 for your body. Sorry. So a civil society organization, the Human and Environmental Development Agenda, it dragged Governor Ṣèyí Mákindé's administration to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. So the group petitioned the EFCC to investigate the handling of the 30 billion federal government intervention funds released to Oyo State following the January 2024 Bodija explosion in Ibadan. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ni pé kó tó di pé lè ṣẹlẹ̀ gan ni former governor of Ekiti State, Ayọ̀délé Fáyọ̀ṣe, wọ́n ti jọ ń ṣe gbàsgbòs pẹ̀lú gómìnà wa Ṣèyí Mákindé nípa ọ̀rọ̀ this intervention fund. Bàbá yìí ní pé federal government release 50 billion fún Oyo State government, but later Oyo State government acknowledged the Oyo State government acknowledged that 30 billion got to the account of the state. 30 billion reached the state. So, and it remained untouched. Okay. So now, the petition written by this group claims that about 4.5 billion was applied to direct relief and support for victims, while the remaining money, remains largely unaccounted for. That's a claim of the group. But then the state government said they spent 4.08 billion as support and compensation to victims of the explosion, adding that it spent 24.6 billion from its own resources. So the state says àwọn kódà àwọn tó ń nẹ́nà owó àpò ara àwọn gan ẹjẹ́ àfihàn ni mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Moving on to the next one, Governor Ṣèyí Mákindé visit Tinubu. Lọ́sẹ̀ yìí náà ni gómìnà wa wọ́n lọ sí Abuja lọ́dọ̀ bàbá Tinubu. Wọ́n lọ ṣe ìpàdé closed door. Àbò náà ti máa ń pè lédè èbó. So after the meeting, Makinde addressed the journalists and said he is comfortable in the PDP and he has no plan to go to APC. So he said the meeting was based on governance matter and not politics. Then he emphasized the need for bipartisan cooperation to solve the national problems. Àwọn gbàsgbòs kan tún wáyé láàrin ní tí former governor Fáyọ̀ṣe sọ, ṣùgbọ́n ẹja fi mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. So lastly, on national level, Nigeria to receive outstanding US military equipment, like drones, helicopter, and support system following the meeting between a US delegation and the Nigeria's national security advisor. And, it was reported that, these equipments were booked about 5 years ago or thereabouts. So we are hopeful that the, state of security will be at the level whereby everybody's mind will be will be at peace. Ǹjẹ́ àwa ní rí jù báyìí lọ ní eré ètò wa láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀. Tó bá tán dọ̀sẹ̀ tí ń bọ̀, a tàn wo àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. A máa mú láti òkè ògùn tiwa hàn yín. A máa mú dé Ọ̀yọ́ state tiwa. A sì tán gbé lọ national level. Kódà a tán lè gbé lọ international level gan. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn nǹkan tá a rí kójọpọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ fún tọ̀sẹ̀ yìí ni. Orúkọ mi ni MD Dolly. Títí di ọ̀sẹ̀ tí ń bọ̀ tí a láǹfààní láti tán lè máa wòra wa látọ̀ máa gbọ́ra wa. Mo sọ pé ó dàbọ̀. Fún ìpolówó ọjà ẹ wo nọ́mbà tó wà lórí screen yìí. Ó dàbọ̀.